Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is 64-Bit Rick, and on today's video, I'm building a medieval cottage. I don't want to waste any time today, let's get to it. Putting together today's video, I wanted to build a house that would complement my medieval mansion. I've already got one mansion, I don't need two. What I was looking for was a small to medium-sized house. So I got to searching YouTube. I found someone new by the name of Lion Cheater. And this tutorial is called How to Build a Big Medieval House. So we're going to build this big medieval house, and we're going to build it on top of this mountain right here. I think it looks like a good spot. I've cleared out all those spruce trees and the dirty soil that it leaves behind. I forget what it's called, but I've cleared it all out. I've put what we need in these chests. I'm organized for a change. I've got everything we need. There is no way that I'm going to forget a single material at all. Let's get to building. As you can see here, I've laid down some spruce wood. You get an idea of the size compared to the mansion that we built last week. And I think by the time this thing's done, I think it's going to really complement that mansion. We're going to have a nice medieval theme going on over the next few months. Let's just get into it. Let's see where we land. For a start, we're going to mix oak logs with stripped spruce logs. Let's start with 4 pillars in each corner. Let's start with 1 pillar in each corner for a total of 4. For the floor, we're going to have a checkered pattern with oak logs facing up, which will be stripped, and oak planks. For the entranceway, we're going to keep the same combination going. We're just going to whack a couple of stairs in the front here and, mate, you and your friends can piss right off. And for the walls, we're going to be using stone bricks along with stone blocks, same as what we were using in the mansion. For the second floor though, we'll mix that up. As you can see, nighttime has come, and so have the mobs. As you can see, my aim is not the greatest. I'll get him on the second try. There we go. Goodbye, sir. Anyway, finished off all the walls of the ground floor. There we have it. There was one wall that was completely full. All the other walls have windows or doors. Speaking of doors, let's start this entranceway with a couple of blocks of polished andesite with some upside down stairs on the top and some stairs down the bottom. For the entranceway, we're just going to use stone brick stairs and fill the top up with our combination of stone bricks and stone. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We'll drop a spruce door there and we'll fill up the entire entranceway with spruce trapdoors. Perfect. Since we've already got them ready to go, let's add those spruce trapdoors all around the sides of the entrance until you get something looking like this. Time to fill in the windows. Let's start with a couple of blocks down the bottom, then add 2 upside down stairs, and on top of that we're going to add some more spruce trapdoors so they fold into each other. Then we'll add 2 upside down spruce stairs, and we're going to face them away from each other. Then we'll fill the remainder of the wall up with stone and stone brick. Then I add 2 spruce fence gates and then a couple of campfires to go on top. And then we're left with something that looks like this. I'm trying to get some shut-eye, and this creep came along and woke me up, made a whole mess of things. And he brought his mate with him. So if you see some torches around the place, this is why. I'm still playing survival. It's nice to be reminded every now and again. Back inside the house, we're going to add 8 bamboo trapdoors to our window design. And here's the final result of the front window. We mirror that design both on the side and on the rear of the building. Now's a good time to ask, have you subscribed? Why don't you consider subscribing? That way you won't miss any uploads. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, moving up to the first floor, we're going to make a border around the top of the building with spruce and oak logs. Then we're going to add some upside down stairs, spruce trapdoors, and a whole bunch of spruce fence gates. Alright, back inside the building, it's time to build the roof. We're using a combination of oak logs and spruce planks. until we get something looking a little like this. Although it looks a lot better from underneath. You'll see that later. Then for the floor, we're going to use a checkered pattern. We're going to use oak planks and stripped oak logs facing upwards to get a pattern looking something like this. Then it's time to build the frame for the roof. We're going to go back to the combination of our oak logs and stripped spruce logs. Nothing too fancy or outrageous, it's just a frame. 4 pillars and a couple of logs at the top to join them all up and we're good to go. Yeah, this is creepy. This dude just staring at me. What the hell, man? So I had to head back to the mansion to get some more materials. You know how I said earlier that I wouldn't need any more materials? Well, turns out I need to make some concrete. Anyway, these guys were waiting for me. Just standing there staring at me. Alright guys, you can all piss off. And you up there, stop staring at me. It's creepy. Just stop it. So after making a crap ton of white concrete, more than I'll ever need, I got back to the job at hand and we filled in all the walls with a combination of calcite and of course white concrete. Alright, for the center window, we're going to start with a couple of upside down stairs. We're going to stick an oak log in between those, a brick wall under that, then 3 pieces of spruce fence. Back outside, we're going to add 3 spruce fence gates and 3 campfires on top of that. Heading back inside, we're going to add a bunch of bamboo trapdoors to the entire window frame. Back on the outside, we're adding upside down spruce stairs to the bottom. We're going to put some composters on top of that. Then on all of the white walls, we're going to add 4 spruce trapdoors. And here's a quick look at the progress so far. It's time to build a roof and we are using deep slate tiles. We're going to be building in blocks of 2 all the way up until we get a frame that looks like this. Excuse me, sir, but you need to piss right off. Thank you. So satisfying. We add some deep slate slabs to the bottom of the roof and then we start joining them all up once we have our frames in place. It's really a simple roof, but it's also a very effective roof, and here's the finished product right here. We'll take a better look at it later, don't worry. For the inside of the roof, we're going to set up 2 pillars with our combination of oak and spruce wood. Then we're going to fill in everything else with our calcite and our white concrete. Here's a quick squiz at that. And we're going to finish off the roof with a little bit of detailing. First we add oak logs and upside down spruce stairs. Alright, we're going to jump back on top. We're going to add some oak logs. On top of that, we're going to add 1 mud brick wall. As I work through the night, I'm going to add spruce trapdoors to every other block along the center of the roof. I'm going to go back first thing in the morning and I'm going to fill in those gaps with spruce slabs. And a beautiful rainbow has formed in the background as we near the end of this build. Heading back to the front of the building, we're going to add some details in the form of a pot and some flowering azaleas, as well as some lanterns. And to finish off this build, let's throw around some leaves. Lots and lots of leaves. Let's green this place up. And just like that, we are done. We are now the proud owners of this new medieval cottage designed by Lion Cheetah. So let's recap. The tutorial was called How to Build a Big Medieval House by Lion Cheetah. Don't forget the link is in the description. I highly recommend going and checking it out. Here's what I thought of the tutorial. Starting off with overall design, I gave this a 7.5 out of 10 blocks. While not overly complex, in its design. I found a few little bits and pieces really took me by surprise, which I really appreciated, especially the detailing of the windows. I really like that a lot. For difficulty, I've given this 9 out of 10. I don't see how I can't score this high, it simply wasn't difficult. For practicality, it's a small build, and a small build is usually a practical build, and this was a very practical little cottage. I appreciate that, so I get high marks. Adaptability, I would find it quite easy to adapt this build into a bigger build or a wider build, a longer build, whatever you want to do, or change up the type of blocks used will drastically change the look and feel of this build. So high marks once again. For fun, I've given this an 8 out of 10 as well. From start to finish, I had a ball with this. Even though I was plagued with mobs throughout this build, I had a great time building this, which shines through, I think, in the final product. It is a really nice little cottage with an overall score of 8 out of 10 blocks. I think it came to a total of 41 out of 50. Round it down to 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed this, guys. Found a new creator, very happy with that. I'm sure we will return in the future to check out more from Lion Cheetah. I very much look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoyed the review. And guys, if you thought I deserved it, why not hit the like button? I would really appreciate it. We're not a big channel here, but we've got big hearts. It's not the only thing we've got big in Australia, because we got bloody big spiders as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are indeed a legend. See ya!